Well, it's time for Your Money with Evans Financial. Joining us today in studio is Micah Tipton. Micah, thanks for joining us, of course.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I know you guys have plans on topics as we go throughout the month, but with the news lately, things changing a little bit with the stock market. So today we're going to talk about how our viewers can navigate the current conditions. So what tips or just words do you have to maybe ease the concerns of some of our viewers out there?
Yeah, kind of analyze what's going on. You know, there's a few factors certainly at play. And, you know, first off, I want to say, you know, what we're talking about doesn't mean a recession is impending. That's the word of the day in the stock market arena. But, you know, there's certainly some negative sentiment in the market, a lot of that due to the tariffs, which you guys have been talking about. Also, what's going on with the federal budget, trying to push something through, and uncertainty there. Also with the federal layoffs, with what the Department of Government Efficiency is doing. You know, all of that has got people in a negative mindset. And a lot of times that can lead to a selling frenzy, you know, where people are selling out of fear. They kind of want to get ahead of anything that's coming. And so they're just selling for no good reason other than they're scared. So, you know, another reason we could be seeing some declines is with tech stocks. You know, that's been the big investment for the last year or so, and we may be seeing some of those prices fall back down to a more realistic stock price. But none of those factors necessarily mean that a recession is impending. You know, with the tariffs, the uncertainty that surrounds that may be causing more of a problem than the actual tariffs that do get implemented. But this administration has they have said that they're willing to endure some short-term pain for the long-term gain. So if that's some stock market instability while people are afraid of what's going on, you know, they're doing that and they're okay with it in the long run because they're hoping that it's going to be economic growth ahead of us for the next 4 years. But that overall uncertainty surrounding the tariffs is causing a lot of the problem because they really haven't been implemented yet. With a lot of the tech sector and the AI stuff, it's been the hot topic for a while. So we may be seeing some of that hype dying down, where you know, investors are used to it now. We're still having innovations come out, but it's not as explosive as it was before. So that could be, you know, regulating down a little bit again back to more realistic pricing for those things. But I think we're still in the first inning of AI and innovation, and we may not have even left the dugout at this point. So lots of innovation and growth to go for investors that have money in that market. But if we were to go into a recession this year or in the near future, it's very important for people to have an emergency fund easily accessible in the bank somewhere like that, where if their job is affected by a recession, or we have another significant price increase, they've got funds available to cover that. Long-term investors need to stick to their plan. Okay, don't make emotional investment decisions. The emotions of investing have killed more portfolios than the stock market could. For retirees and pre-retirees, if you've got money invested, make sure that you have an appropriate amount of risk so that if we do have a recession at any point in the future, you're not losing that vital retirement income that you need to sustain you. And, you know, if you have questions, it's always important. Maybe you have an advisor already. If you don't, we're happy to answer questions, but seek guidance from a financial professional when things are looking a little uncertain like they are now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the theme here is don't panic. And, and if you do have any more questions, want to get a hold of you guys at Evans Financial, what do they do?
Yeah, you can reach us at evansfinancial.com or send us an email, info@evansfinancial.com.
All right, well, you can see Micah and Colin every Tuesday right here at 3 on KPXJ, and you can see Patrick Dennis every day, even on Sunday.